In this video, I'll be demonstrating a GOATA Groundwork flow incorporating principles from Groundwork 101 and 102. To begin, let's start in our child rocker position, toes together, heels away, pressing the tops of the feet down into the ground. Find a neutral position for the pelvis, not too arched in the lower back or rounded, and begin to rock back and forth, pressing the hands away and the feet back, creating extra tension in the posterior chain of the body. Or you can simply just rock back and forth. You may feel a stretch in the tops of the ankles, the back of the hips, anywhere in between. Try to manage your breath throughout this session, in and out through the nose. Only rock as far back as you can while maintaining a tall, neutral spine. 3 more seconds, and we'll move into a bow hip stretch on the right side. Left leg goes up, right foot slides over, left knee behind the right knee, hands stagger to the right side. Again, maintain a neutral pelvis, chest up, eyes forward, rocking back until you find a stretch in the outside pocket of the right hip. We'll stay in this position for about 20 more seconds. Try to slow down your breathing, especially extending the exhale, which will help to relax the nervous system, which will help to relax the muscles. 5 more seconds, and we'll switch sides. And switch sides. Left foot slides over, right knee behind the left knee, hands staggered towards the left. Again, rock back until you find a hip, until you find a stretch in the left hip. Keep your chest up, eyes forward, elbow pits point forward as well. You can create extra tension by pressing your hands forward and your feet back, which will create extra tension in the posterior chain of your body and help to strengthen the muscles that are being stretched. 3 more seconds, and we'll step up with the right leg, tuck the tail under, and push forward till you feel a stretch in the front of the left hip. Again, control your breathing, extend the exhale. Three, and switch sides. Tuck the tail under, press forward until you find a stretch the front of your right hip. You can squeeze the glute to help push the hip a little bit further forward. You may get reciprocal inhibition by contracting the muscle on the back of the hip. You may relax the muscle on the front. We'll go back to a child rocker. Rock back and forth and lift your hands up off the ground. And begin to work the muscles of the hips and the lower back isometrically for time. Be sure to maintain an even breath in and out through the nose. Keep your chest up, spine tall. "15 more seconds. Begin to rock up and down. If at any point during this exercise you start to feel fatigued, you put your hands back down on the ground, go back into a child rocker, or sit back on your heels. From this position, we'll start to rock from side to side. We're really letting the lower back cook, help those muscles to build endurance, tell the body to lay down more connective tissue in that area. Pick your least favorite side and pause on that side. We'll begin to cook that hip. And switch sides. Press the tops of your feet into the ground as best you can in this position. 3 more seconds. And hands down, child rockers. If you need to relax, just rock back and forth. If you feel like you have a little more energy, again, you can create extra tension by pressing your hands forward and the legs back. Or you can work the front side of your core by pulling your hands towards your knees. And if you want an additional challenge in this position, you can tuck the toes and lift the knees up off the ground as you rock back and forth. These are all options. They're not for everybody every day, but they're good options to help make the exercise your own. And we'll go into a bow hip stretch on the right side again. Left knee behind the right knee. Left hand forward, right hand back. Lift the back leg and rock forward and back. If this starts to feel challenging for you, I'd encourage you to push a little bit further, or you can lower that back leg and just stay in the stretch and switch sides. Keep your chest up, eyes forward, elbow pits point forward. Ten more seconds. And switch back to the right side. This time, rotating on that right thigh, left to right. You can also change the depth of your stretch and still keep that rotation. Or again, just stretch. Make the exercise your own. And switch sides. Fifteen more seconds in this position. 5. Now step up with the right leg. This time pushing forward with the left glute until you find that stretch, then squeezing those stretched muscles on the left hip to pull yourself back. Pushing forward and pulling back, staying active in the left hip. The right foot is just helping you to maintain balance. And switch sides. Pushing yourself forward with your right glute, pulling back with the hip flexors of the right hip. 5 more seconds. And switch back to the other side. You can continue to rock or stretch. If you're looking for a little more challenge, again, you can tuck the toes and lift that back knee up off the ground. Again, nobody's perfectly balanced. Everybody's asymmetrical. Nobody has perfect balance. And switch sides. So if you feel like one side needs a little more work than the other, feel free to pause the video or make a mental note and try to even yourself out over time. Again, you can tuck the toes, lift the back knee. Now this is a very challenging position, so it can be helpful to come up a little bit higher, but I'd still encourage you to maintain that neutral pelvis and not let the lower back arch. We'll come back to child rockers. Again, make it your own. You can create extra tension isometrically and just rock forward and back and breathe. Find a little bit of rest. We're about halfway through this flow. You can also make it a little more shoulder heavy by pressing forward and pulling back, really trying to drive the motion with your shoulders. Again, you can tuck the toes and stretch the bottoms of the feet. If your toes are tucked, try to ground the ball of your big toe down into the mat, not letting your feet splay out to the outside or collapse into the middle. And we'll pick the hands back up and rock up and down right here in the middle. Ten more seconds. Three. And pause. And your rock, arms go out wide, hands turn up. And underhand shoulder circles. And change directions. Overhand shoulder circles. Hands behind the ears, bring the elbows together in front, and go out nice and wide, pinching the shoulder blades together in the back. Start to rock up and down, side to side. Your chest up, eyes forward. Neutral position with the pelvis. Child rockers, give yourself a little bit of a break. Five more seconds. We'll move into a bow hip stretch on the right side. This time again, you can stay in the stretch, rock back and forth, or crawl up and back. Sending that left leg back to the position of stretch. Stepping forward with the right hand. Left knee to left elbow and back. We'll keep on going. Ten more seconds. Try to maintain that posture throughout the entire range of motion and switch sides. And you can stay in the stretch, rock back and forth, or crawl up and back. Keeping your chest up, eyes forward, elbow pits point forward. It's a lot to remember, so pick one thing at a time until that becomes habit, then pick something else to work on. Twenty more seconds. 10. Child rockers. Again, you have several options. Tops of the feet pressing down into the floor, toes tucked, knees up, or any combination. Lift your hands up, rock side to side. And step up with the right leg. Push yourself forward, pull yourself back. And switch sides. And back to child rockers. This time we're gonna end with the bow hip stretch side to side, crawling up, switching sides, coming back for the other hip. If you're still just learning these positions, just stay in the stretch and rock or crawl up and back. Even after all this time of doing these exercises, sometimes I still have to pause and remember where I'm at and figure out where I want to go. We'll come back to child rockers, home base. Feet flat or toes tucked. I like to finish these off with a squat to hinge, so you can push back onto your feet, come down into your squat, and up into your hinge, or just end with child rockers, depending on where you're at with your journey. Either way, I hope you found this video helpful. Thank you for your time, your attention, and your energy.